And you can do one of two options. You can sign up for free or you can log in. Because I have an account already, I'm going to log in, but I'm going to click the sign up for free button just so I can show you what it looks like. So when I do this and I sign up for free, this is where students can go and they can put their code that you provide for them to join a lesson. If you're a Google school, you can click sign up with Google. If you're Office 365, you can do that. If you're none of the above, you can go ahead and put all the information in that's needed. Either way, though, you have to hit I agree. So I'm going to hit the Nearpod button and I'm going to go back to the sign in section. And I'm going to log in. And so when I log in, the screen's going to look very, very similar to what you saw before, except this time I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit login with Google. It's going to ask me to pick which one it is, so I'm going to pick this one here. And the reason I'm picking my own personal one is because I also have a school one, and my school has purchased Nearpod for the whole entire district. So it has a little bit more bells and whistles with the school version compared to the free version, which most of you may have. I've landed inside my library, and if I'm a professional trying to learn more about Nearpod, maybe I'm learning about a presentation, I can put a code in right there. So that's one thing to take a look at. On the left-hand side, organizational-wise, you have your library. Your library is any Nearpod that you've created, and it's over here on the right-hand side, and you can kind of see everything that's over here. You have reports. These are anything, anytime you've run a Nearpod, it'll provide you with reports. So how the students did on certain questions, or open-ended, or multiple choice, or the quiz feature that's in there. So you can go ahead and you can click on it and you can kind of see how they did it. The next thing is something fairly new. It's called subplans, and there's a video that should pop up. Yep. So this is a quick video that I'm not going to show you right now. You can do that on your own. But basically what it is you can have a series of subplans or everything in Nearpod, so that when a sub comes in, you can share that folder with the students and they can go through their day using Nearpod. So that's there. I'm going to hit the back button again. And then you have your school library, and then this teacher resource is a great resource because what this is a bunch of tutorials, and they kind of provide you with webinars, a whole calendar of webinars, and you can see they have them on almost Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and every Friday. And then they also have some how-tos down here as well, so feel free to use those as well. So that's all there for us. I'm going to come back here. And on the top corner, I have this create button. And so when I hit the create button, I have three options. I have lessons, I have videos, and I have Google Slides. Lessons, if I go ahead and I click in there, this is a basic canvas that I have, and I can go ahead and I can hit add slide. And the content, so I can add any of these different options that are available to me in front of me. Some of them do require subscription, like vocabulary, I believe requires a subscription to work with. 3 vocabulary lessons. So because I clicked on it, that's what they gave me. But otherwise, you have to have a vocabulary account to add vocabulary. So if I go back and I hit add slide again, these are all the different content, and then I have all the activities. And this is where it becomes more the bang for your buck. Instead of you just standing up in front of the students and running a PowerPoint, now you have that interactivity that goes with it. So you have all these different features that are available. So if I wanted to do a poll, I can go ahead and I can click on poll. I can answer my question. What I like about this is that they give you the rich text editor that's there. There's those 3 dots that you can add some math as well. So I'm just going to do something basic here. And then I can say who I want. Remember, this is a poll. And I can go ahead and if I wanted to add something, I could. Over here on the right-hand side, I can allow students to select multiple options if I wanted to. Obviously, this poll is not one of those types of questions. And then I can add media, a video or audio instructions to go with it. And if I wanted to keep the kids moving with the Nearpod, I could also add a timer. So when I did this, I can say how many minutes or how many seconds. And then when I'm done with that, if I wanted to add a third answer, I could do that, but I'm done with that, and I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And so you can see that I have a poll there. And now if I wanted to add a second slide, I can go ahead and do that. And again, I have all these different options here. I also have the activities. I could add slideshows. I could just add one slide. I'll show you what this looks like. This is more like an informational slide, so you want to basically teach the kids something. You can actually add text, video, images, or GIFs or GIFs, however you say them. And then over here, they have different themes that you can pick from. What I really like for kids, EIL kids or IEP students, you could actually add audio. So you could type up a bunch of directions or an informational slide, but you could also record it as well. So it gives those kids another avenue to learn or to see what's going on with it. And then you could also upload images, PNGs, JPEGs, or a movie that goes here as well. So that's another option for you. So I've gone over some basics of Nearpod. And so what I need to do is I want to hit the Nearpod and go back here for a second. This is the one that I just created, but I was up here, remember, and I hit create. And so I have the lessons there. I also have this new feature that just came out not too long ago with videos. And so what you can do here, and I'm not going to really go over a whole lot with this, you can take a video from YouTube. You can upload a video from any of these sources, including your own. So if I quickly click on this here, I'll do this one. Too large, it's got to be 100 megs. So it's got to be a very small video. And then you can add questions to go with it. Two other features that I think of right away with this is Edpuzzle and Play Pause It. Those are two that you can capture videos and then you can add all types of questions. Nearpod is trying to join that realm of assessments. So that's how you would do that. And then if I go to the create the last time, I can go from Google Slides right into, so it's saying that a pop-up was blocking me. So it's asking me for my account. So it's basically telling us to add or install the Nearpod add-on, add Nearpod features, and then save and go to Nearpod. So those are the 3 steps that you need to do. And to get the add-on for Google Slides, you go up here to add and then get add-ons. And when you do this, you're going to, oh, look, there's Nearpod. So I go hit it, and I'm going to hit install. It's going to ask me for my account. So now when I go to add-ons, I can go to Nearpod and I can say open Nearpod. And what this is going to do is going to open up Nearpod over here on the right-hand side. So this is my slide presentation. If you wanted a different slide presentation, you could obviously go ahead and go to File, Open, and then open up a different slide presentation. But once this loads, you're going to have all the same features I just showed you when we started to create. I have the activities, and then I have the interactions. They're all right there for us, right in Google Slides, which is a great option, and I love that. To save time, I'm just going to X out of that, just because. So if I come back here to Nearpod, so I hit all 3 of those creates. Next, you have this quick launch, and so quick launch, it's in beta form, but it's been around for a while. You can quickly just add an open-ended question that goes with it right away, or a draw it, or a collaborative board. And I like this, the timer. You just need a timer to put up there. You have Nearpod open, let's just run a timer for us. So that's another option that you have for the quick launch. And then I always call this my face. When you have your face here, you can go ahead and you can kind of check to see what email address or what account you're using. and then it tells me what type of version I'm using, and then there's a lesson settings, which if we go into the lesson settings, I like this. Enable student names to autofill. So if they're using Google or 360, yep, I can turn that on. Immersive Reader allows students to read things back and forth to us. I have student notes available. Another feature is when the kids are taking a quiz or multiple choice, they can go ahead and do quiz results allowed right there. They're allowed to resubmit in live participation, and then enable collaboration board for student-paced lessons. So this is turned off, and then require student responses and prevent skipping. So this is great because then the students can't skip any sessions that they want to. So I did that by clicking my face and then going to lesson settings. So if I go back to my Nearpod really quick, the last thing I can show you is I have all these Nearpods, and let's see if I have one that I can, yep. So let's say that I'm ready to go ahead and work with students. And so I have this one right here. I can either go live participation. So when I click this, it's going to enable and allow student, it's going to provide me with my code that I can flash up on the board for the students. So there's my code. And notice that I can put it a bunch of different places. I could email it, I could embed it somewhere, I could link it to Google Classroom Remind and then Microsoft Teams. So once I do that, then as the instructor, over here on the right-hand side, I have the student view, so I can show what the students are looking at. I always have the code here because when in doubt, some students are going to click out of the Nearpod. I can add a quick activity, and these are the different activities that I can add that go with it. So as I'm working, or the students see this, down here in the left-hand side, I can see how many students are on. Right now there are 0 on, and I can see them on slide 2 of 22. And so I can go ahead and I can move the slides 2 different ways. I can click and drag this part up here, or on the right-hand side, I can click there. And so this was a presentation I did as I was trying to apply for my current position, the instructional technology coach. So you can see what's going on there. So the nice part about clicking up here on the slides, I can see, oh, I'm running out of time. Let me move on a little bit. Let me just click right here and then go like this. And so that I have that slide. And notice I skipped these 2 slides here. And then I can come here and I can say, all right, what's going on? There's another video. I need to skip that. Or actually, let me show you the video. Kind of see what pops up here. See if it pops up. Nope, it doesn't. What the should pop up is when you're watching a video, it'll ask you, do you want the students to watch it on their device or do you want to watch it up on the board and the students don't need to watch it up on their device? So that's a personal preference of which one you would like. I personally like it so that I like the students to watch it because I think they stay more focused if they're watching it on their device. And then what I do is I play it on my iPad so I know kind of relatively when it's over, so then that way I can go like this and I can go to the next without upsetting too many students. When I'm finished my Nearpod, I can go ahead like this and I can hit end session. That'll log all the students out of that session and then it would provide me with my report. So that is Nearpod. Oh, last thing I want to show you, sorry, is the folder option. So I have folders here. I can call this delete me. I can go ahead and hit create. Now if I go back to my lessons, notice it says drag to folder. So I can take this and I can simply drag this right into the folder. If it'll allow me to. Oh, there's my folder, duh. So now drag it to my folder. Notice I have one thing in there. In this one I have 5 different Nearpods. So there's Nearpod on the desktop for you.